Yes. No others playing. Flag is actually using the football field.
Yeah, I think I knew that. What
They
days?
They play with sneakers.
But what days? I mean, is it when we gave it to soccer?
No, that's the, remember,
Excuse
that's
me a
for
Friday,
second.
Saturday,
I'm gonna step-
Sunday?
I'm going to step
Yeah.
out.
That's this one.
See if I can.
You
Okay.
don't have to step out, because that way we can get an answer.
Yeah, you can talk in here if you want. All right, so for trunk or treat, you're gonna reach out and try to get Tina online.
I can't get onto, well, I can try from here. Hang on.
I
My
can.
phone is not cooperating and it's dying.
I can get onto Facebook. I wish I could say things from PARC. You know what I
I
mean?
know.
You can.
It doesn't come in as it's from PARC. It comes in as it came from me. I tried to post something on PARC and it came in as me, even though I'm admin. It's kind of funny, I thought. But she's on We Are Where, New Hampshire, right? Members.
Yeah. Do you want me to do it? I just got on.
If you can get on, yes. I thought your phone was dead.
I can send a message.
It's dying. It's not pulling her up. Nope. So if somebody else can, maybe. I sent her a message. She hasn't responded, but she probably hasn't gotten it.
Yep, Tina Connor. Okay, she's right there.
Everybody's trying to find her.
I got her. I'm tagging her. Tina Connor, could you or someone who knows you reach out to myself via messenger? Should I say PARC, P-A-R-C, has left a few messages and hasn't heard back?
No, I messaged.
It feels too skeptical gray if you don't say something about what it's about. It seems fishy. Why would somebody message me?
No,
when
I
they don't know
messaged
who I
her
am?
and asked who it was.
All right.
But I don't think she saw it.
Right. Tina, could you or someone who knows you reach out to myself via messenger? Or do you want me to say, could you check your message requests?
I
What do
actually have Pete, who's
Okay.
Dina's wife, who put in
Husband.
that form.
Husband.
Husband.
I gotcha.
Hi, Pete.
So
Hi, guys.
it's just the 7-8, so there's no 5-6.
There's no 5-6 grade playing. They didn't have, whether they didn't have enough kids or coaches, they're not playing. It's just the 7th and 8th grade team. Currently, we have 16 on the roster, and I said no more than 20 because I'm thinking that I can recruit a couple more kids.
Okay, that's fine. The only concern that they currently have is I haven't been down to check Bolton Field, that outfield, to see how it's going.
We had a hard time this season with irrigation, and we just barely got it back to life, and we're just trying to figure out how much wear and tear football's going to make on that field. So we were considering if you might think gazebo field would be a better quality and better location, or if Bolton outfield was really your preference for up by baseball, if you'd be willing to just reseed it after the season's over, put some seed down to just so we don't lose any ground with how much we've had to work.
What was the other option? I missed you.
Gazebo field in the center by the middle school. In between the gazebo and the middle school, there's a field there.
My only concern with that is, can we leave those lights there?
How many lights do you have?
Well, there's 2, but we would probably only use 1
Okay.
for that location, because the other one would be designated, I guess, for the Bolton football field for the flag program.
There is a utility pole that the power's on that you could probably chain it up there. I know you were asking about chaining it to the fence at Bolton, so there's a utility pole that you could chain it to that's part of that field area, if that would work.
At this point, I am flexible, and whichever you guys want to do. I don't think we will tear it up. I mean, it all depends on what the climate brings. I mean, if we
Right.
do get a
the
deluge
trouble.
of rain, which I know we're all hoping for,
Right.
but I don't know what's forecasted. I don't think. I mean, we've been practicing for years at the high school field, and the only reason why I'm asking is because the high school is practicing until 7 now, and then with COVID, they won't let you on until 7:30, and then it's just too late to have practice till 9:30 at night.
Right.
Pete, do
Right.
you use sneakers to practice in or cleats?
Cleats.
Okay. So I guess
Would aerate
I
the
mean,
field.
if you're willing to either reseed at Bolton when you're all done for the season, or willing to go to the gazebo field by in the center of town, then the choice would be yours. If you were,
Either one he may have to,
Well-
depends on how much wear
I
and
was
tear he
going to
puts
say,
on
would
that.
we need to reseed either one? If we do, I would rather have Bolton because that's where our games are, and
Yeah.
it's just easier. But again, I'm not picky at this point. I just want a consistent field for these kids to practice at.
right.
I would
And then-
think cosmetically, if we were to tear the field up, I'd rather do it in the outfield of the baseball field and reseed that than the optics of having it in the, in the eye of the public on the gazebo. But that's totally your decision.
Right.
I would think that staying with Bolton. How many days of the week is what days of the week is flag using?
Yeah, we have
What days of the week are flag football using it, and what days a week are your practices for yours? Because you said 3 to 4 days a week.
He's got they have a separate
I think
form.
Flag right now has it. I believe they have it Tuesday and Thursday nights. Friday is wide open. So I
don't
think
think
they
that's
have
what we
it
have.
Tuesdays and Thursdays for practice, and then Sunday for games. The concern with the football organization was that there was 45 flag kids. So to have 45 of those kids down there with their parents, and then having 15 to 20 of our kids, obviously our parents don't need to stay. They thought that there were maybe too many kids on the field. I said all I need is like a third of the football field.
Is Erica the one we have to talk to about flag football?
Erica's the one
Okay.
to talk to
'Cause
about all football.
She already submitted a.
Yeah, her thing said Thursday through Sunday, and we were letting somebody else use the field Monday through Wednesday. So if they're doing something on Tuesdays, we didn't.
Maybe it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday,
Okay.
Sunday.
Okay,
Don't
that's
quote
what
me on
Erica
that.
had. So we
Yeah,
only.
don't quote me on that.
Okay.
Maybe they're just practicing Thursday.
right.
I know Friday's
So-
wide open. But to answer your question of how many nights I would need it, I would need at least 3, if not 4 nights a week.
Do you know which 4? If you needed 4 days, do you know which 4 nights you were looking for?
Again, I'm flexible.
Okay.
Obviously, the weekends, nothing Saturday and Sunday because Saturdays are games, and Sundays I usually have an off day because we just had a game.
Okay, so
It would be Monday through Friday.
Okay. Okay.
Or do you want to do Monday through Thursday, and then they can rest on Friday?
Well, no, if he wants
Again,
to.
I'll work around you guys as long as I have a field.
Okay.
They're willing to take care of the.
Yeah,
field.
I think
Yeah,
that's
they're gonna
fine.
go to
Yeah.
Bolton.
Yeah, if you're willing to do some seed at the end of the season, then Bolton would be perfect for Monday through Friday, 6 to 8. That sounds.
And
Yeah. Anything
yeah,
else?
I mean, he knows what the outfield was like earlier.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. So what I'm saying, yes, I need to pass it to their board
Yep.
just to make sure they're okay with reseeding. I don't see a problem with that.
Okay.
Well,
you can let us know if they.
if they object to that, but I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if you're cool with that, then I'm cool with that. And if there's any objections, I'll send an email right now to Erica to let her know what our conversation was like.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds perfect.
And then, so you're going to have a light standard down on Bolton and one up
and
on
down. Both. Yeah.
Of
we
both
have two
fields.
We have 2 portable diesel,
Yep.
light towers. So I would just put one up at the baseball field for us to use, because I think one would be more sufficient, just because it's just us, so we can just put it in a corner,
Yep.
Yep.
and then they can use the other one for flag if needed.
And I think chaining that to the fence is just fine.
Yeah, that was my only concern is, now that they're both in one area, it'd be a lot easier to maintain and control.
Yep.
Yep. I agree. Okay. That sounds perfect.
So we're good to go if it's okay with the board?
Yep.
Yeah, no,
I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Pete.
thanks, Pete.
All right, have a great night.
You
Yep,
too.
bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Yeah, if they're willing to reseed it.
Yeah.
And he does, I mean, he does do baseball too, so he understands.
Yeah.
what that
I
was
mean,
like.
we had a tough summer with the irrigation and scrape stuff back together. You can write what you want to write. You know what I
Oh.
mean? Just say whatever you want
Could
to
you
say.
please, you
So-
were somewhere else.
You can erase what I wrote, but that way it'll just tag her.
So
All right.
We're good, let's move on to the next.
Halloween trunk or treat. So we're trying to get a hold of Tina.
Well, the other problem we're gonna have is,
So we need to, who do we contact at the middle school to use the parking lot? You
well,
said when's their meeting?
Next Tuesday.
So they won't make any decisions until, who do we talk to? I mean, we can talk to them before. Okay. So do we put an official request that you bring to the, do you bring it to the meeting on
I'll give
Tuesday?
it
Do we
to
fill out a
Sean.
form?
I'll fill it
You'll
out
be able to fill it out?
and give it to Sean.
I'm assuming we're asking for Halloween night,
Yeah.
yes.
if all this goes through. I mean, it's all tentative. Okay, that would be wonderful.
It's on a Saturday night.
It is.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so
And we're gonna go with
Pam will
the,
file field usage.
they
Yep,
have to sign up
yep,
to park. They
yep.
have to be parked by 4:30.
What
Well,
time-
is trick or treat 6 to 8, or are we gonna do the 5 to 8 thing? I think they did like an hour.
I think we
We
should
did an
do
hour earlier
5
for
to
little
8
kids.
For the little kids, so they have to be parked by 4:30. We'll close the entrance at 4:30, so the parking lot will be closed off. They can park in the bus loop, up the road, on East Road, and then,
Depending on how many people we have come, I really think if we can do the center island, and as you enter in, the families park in that first center section, you know, we have the cones and
Yeah.
everything. And then we talked about police and fire trucks can kind of be almost in the driveway, and the
Yeah.
cones can be moved if they need to be.
Yeah.
And then the actual trunk or treat. That way, we're not having even the bus loop area. Because I just picture kids, after they're, hanging out in front of the school or, walking kind of all around. So if we kind of just
well,
have,
we can do the sign up and find out how many people we're gonna have.
Right.
And we can
I
cap
think there's
it.
going to be more than we think because people aren't going other places
Yep.
now. I think it's going to be more. Okay.
So,
I hope
I mean,
you wrote good,
I think we
because
also
it
need to go in
undermined
and
it.
count the number of spots. So if we had 2 rows of cars going up. and-
Yeah, Pam had counted last time. I think you had the number of spots on there. I don't remember. And then we decided every other spot I think was adequate because they're 8 feet wide or something like that.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so each space is 9 feet wide.
Yep.
I'm not sure how he counted this, but there are 2 rows of 21,
So that's 42.
4 rows of 18, a row of 23, which I think is the back of the parking lot,
Okay.
a row of 14, and 2 rows of 22.
All right. So
So are
four-
we going to, so are we gonna put them in back to back, or nose to nose? So you'd have that center row that goes up, you'd have 2 cars nose to nose, but they'd be out the back of their cars.
Yep. Yeah.
Or you could.
And some
Stagger.
people just come and set up with a tent. And
So according to
they
that's
park elsewhere.
195 spots. So you cut that in half.
I would limit it to like 75.
Hold on, 195 divided by 2, okay? That's one side of the parking lot, has 98 spaces. Then you divide that in half because you're gonna do every other spot. So, can approximately take 50 cars at trunk or treat. It's because let's just say there's about 100 on one side of the island. This is all guesstimating, we could
Yeah.
change the final numbers. Then you can allow as many people to come and trick or treat that
Yes.
want to. That's not limited.
Yeah.
So it'd be about 50 cars.
Yep.
I mean, I think that.
So we have 50 cars set up for trunk or treat.
And then the police and the.
Other
and the-
parking lot will be for parking.
Yep, yep.
Okay.
And the police and the fire, they get their own spot in the
Right on
driveway,
the
so they
driveway.
can do,
And
they don't
we- and
count
we
as
get
a
that,
spot.
And we have a spot out. And
Yeah, we can be in
We
the,
can park on the driveway in front of the gym.
yep,
Yeah.
So
we can be-
Would
or-
be the first ones they'd go through, so.
Right.
Yeah.
and we could even do, if the middle school lets us, well, I don't know, like sidewalk chalk with arrows, if we needed to, do traffic direction or whatever, have volunteers maybe just help direct the flow.
We have landing lights,
Okay,
Yeah.
borrow.
I'm trying to,
We could also do, I know we still have the traffic cones that we could, maybe you see if they'll let us continue to hold on to those traffic cones from,
the DPW?
yeah.
We don't have them. A bunch of them were taken.
Seriously, they're stolen?
No, DPW took a bunch back.
They need them back.
Yeah, they needed them back. So we do have some.
Well, we can always use the schools, just rearrange the schools and put them
There's
back
some.
out.
As
All
long
right.
as, all I would think is you just make a line down the center of the lot, so they can go up and they have to come back. So they're not going crisscrossing across all the things. They go up, they come back, they go down the next road, they go up and they come back, and then they're out. So we basically have it set up that they can only go one direction through it and say, look, you go one direction, car to car to car, and down and around and back.
We can
We'll
try to
figure
do
out-
that as much as we want.
Yeah,
People,
we'll
there'll
try.
be a
We
line
can
at one
try.
person, and somebody will skip, and then they'll come back, and
We can only do so much. If we social distance what we have control over, people have to control themselves. You know what I'm saying? There's only so much. It's an outside activity and we're spacing the cars out really far. We're gonna do as much as we can. And we can firm all that up. We'll have another meeting before trunk or treat. So when do they decide at the meeting? Do they decide after the meeting? When will we hear?
Well, they're gonna make a decision at the meeting about school usage,
You
what's
said
going to be
that's-
allowed.
That's Tuesday.
Tuesday the 15th. And there are a couple of pending indoor requests and a couple of pending outdoor requests.
For fields, but not the parking lot.
But not
though,
the
right?
parking lot.
Okay,
So when Sean goes to the meeting,
okay,
she'll have all of the requests.
okay. So Pam's gonna
So you're gonna
submit that
turn
for
that
us.
in before the meeting, okay.
Yep.
Okay, thank you very much, Pam, for doing that.
thank you.
And then we're gonna do the pumpkin hunting the weekend before,
So there's a
correct?
little bit of an issue with the pumpkin hunt,
And you
potentially.
Talk to Driver Farm.
I did. They have had a really rough year because of the weather, and they will not promise me anything yet. And somebody's supposed to call me back, and it's been a couple of days now.
Did they say
so
when?
we will know? They just haven't called me back yet.
Okay. I mean, worst case
I should,
scenario,
and if I don't hear from them, honestly, by tomorrow, I'm gonna call again.
how many pumpkins did we say we wanted? 125?
150, I thought.
Yeah, I think we were at
150.
150.
So,
150.
Because that's what I asked for.
We
Okay.
could always, we could always cut down.
We could. And
we
I
could
told
always
them-
cut down, or we can go
they-
to places like Dodge's Farm. We can go to Henniker
Yeah, we
Farm.
can
We go to
ask.
Walmart. I'm saying we can, if we have to, kind of everybody get 20 pumpkins
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
I think we can manage it.
They also said the price would likely go up to $125 a pumpkin.
Oh my God.
So it's a 25% increase.
I think that's
That's-
worth it.
Yeah,
That's still a
it's still good.
I
very
don't
good
think we can
price.
handle that.
That's
I
wonderful.
I don't know if they would do it, if they had pumpkins coming out their ears, I'd be like, I'll just buy it for my entire kids' class, because
I know.
I know they do the pumpkin decorating and things like that.
But really, I mean, Dodge's has it, Henniker has it, Grant
No.
Family Farm does pumpkins. What?
They can't share anything. They can't share supplies.
I know.
So I don't think they'll be doing
Dodge's,
pumpkin.
Henniker Farm,
Yeah,
Walmart,
they can't
lots
do
of
it.
places sell little pump. We'll find them. Okay. So Chase Park, I don't know if Kristen reached out to you. Is everybody good with Halloween?
Yep,
Did she reach out to you? So Kristen called me today. She got to the park. It's closed,
Yeah.
but the dumpster was coming to empty. Gave her a time, so
Yes.
she went there to go unlock the gate.
Yes.
And there were 5 cars. 2 were blocking the gate, and 3 were pulled along the side of the road.
She called
And
the
while
police?
she talked on the phone with me, 2 more arrived. We talked about it. She could definitely call the police and kick all those moms and families out of
Yeah.
the park, and then there's no to say that they're not going to turn around and come right back in when the police leave. No one was going to police the park for the day. She would have to stand there and be the face of everyone being mad and angry. I asked her, I told her I'd take the hit. I said, I don't think it's worth it. It was an 86-degree hot day. I've been personally at that park when it's closed before.
Yeah.
They were not supposed to block the gate. She told them to move. Somebody tried to give her a hard time, or are you going to open the park after the gate is After we clear the gate, she said, no, we're closed, you're technically trespassing. And then when the second person went to move their car, gave her even more of a hard time.
That's why the police need to be called. 'cause
But
shouldn't
she
have to deal
just
with it.
wanted, I stood behind her, whatever choice she made, and calling the police was not what she was looking to do. And I stood behind her. She said,
So the problem with that is,
hold on.
Yeah.
I referred her, the second person, and her tax dollars to the select board. I also said that at no point have I called the police, nor did I ask them to leave. I asked for the vehicles to be moved to allow a service provider entry to the park. I only said in my response as to why we weren't opening the gate that the park was closed and they were technically trespassing. And that's when they were arguing about that there was no signage saying that they were trespassing, and that she just listened to all their comments and told them they had a good day, have to have a good day. You have to pick your battles, and there are a lot of cars, and more were still coming, and
I understand it's a hot day. It's a hot day and school hadn't opened yet. I get that. It's not okay to be disrespectful to Kristen, and it's not okay for people to be there because we're going to lose the park.
but do we call the police every time someone's disrespectful?
No, we call the police when people are breaking the rules and they're
They moved
and
the
they were not
cars.
supposed to be.
But they were
They
still
moved the cars.
trespassing.
They were still rude and they were
Because
trespassing.
doesn't the sign say when the park is closed, you're considered trespassing?
It does. It says you're not allowed in there.
When it's
it says
closed.
there's no entry when it's closed. So we just bent the rules for somebody who was a jerk on top
We
of
bent
it.
the rules for like 7 cars of somebody.
Severed cars of somebody, at least two of whom were mean and nasty to the person who was trying to give them a break.
I don't know. You have to pick your battles, and I was not in Ware.
Yeah.
I couldn't go stand there and
and
back
I
her
wouldn't
up.
have been able to answer the phone.
And I stood behind I told her whatever decision that I would take the heat for it. And I didn't feel like that was a necessary situation to sick the police on them. I really didn't. I understand different at dark, kids, fires. You know,
We don't have staff there. They're peeing in the bushes. The bathrooms are not open. These
there
are
are
all
trash
of the
cans.
things.
I understand that.
All of the things that are against us. So it's just a way for them to build the case, and the neighbors are.
I get that.
So.
But on the other side, I've also been the taxpayer that's been there when they're closed and respectfully used it. I know, and I'm not the only one that's gone to use the lake.
No, I know.
It's
I know,
just
but when
kinda,
when the neighbors call and they're like, people are peeing in the woods.
but they call us. They don't call the
Yeah.
police. It's
Yeah.
it's a battle. I mean,
I know.
we had no way of knowing that the
It's really
one
too
day we
bad that
chose
somebody-
this week was 86 degrees. Like
Had to be rude.
when she left, there was like 7 cars.
Yeah, that's too bad. And it's too bad the police are not going down there because they're supposed to be. They've been asked to go down there by the Board of Selectmen and patrol it and make sure that there's not people there when it's not open.
It's just tough for Kristen to be the face
It is.
in town
It's not fair.
and tell those people.
No, yeah,
they
which is
can't
why
be
she
there.
shouldn't have to. She should call the police. The police should tell them to get out.
Right.
It's their job. So, yeah.
It's a tough call, and I made it. And I told
It's
her,
okay.
Lisa's going to yell at me for it. She would be calling the police before she even hung up the phone with you. I told her that.
Yeah.
I did.
And
I know.
No, she knows that.
I know.
She didn't text me or call me. She knows what my answer would be. And the reason is I'm trying to protect the park.
I see both sides of it.
So, yeah,
I
I
see
see her
both
side
sides of it.
too. I do. But if the bottom line is we want to
So are
protect
we
the
not even
park,
gonna open it this winter?
I mean, why bother having the gate
The
shut?
gate's always unlocked during the winter.
Yeah, it's always unlocked during the winter.
And people use it to put the bob house. There's no difference. Then the bathrooms and the trash cans are not are
It
there.
is unlocked during the winter. We can leave it open. See how it goes.
I'm not saying to leave it open.
I'm just saying,
I'm
go
not
for
saying
it.
to leave it open.
And we had damage done to the lawn that was never corrected from people putting in the bob houses and taking
People
them out.
go there that live there and they walk their dogs at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I've gone there early in the morning with you and seen the evidence of that.
Yeah,
Have our turtles hatched yet?
not yet. Not that I'm aware of. We
Good
have a
change
date.
of
Gonna
subject.
be a date coming.
Good change of subject.
The only thing I'm concerned about is the one on the beach. I don't think they're gonna, because kids walk in underneath that one. But the one over by the gatehouse, I have a feeling.
I think a couple of them were guessed if they actually were nests too.
The one on the beach was there was a trail. One of the.
Let's
one
hope
on
they'll
the side.
prevail.
We're hoping. Yeah, we'll hope.
Okay.
We hope.
So the basketball nets, I thought we took off. Did we? On
Yeah,
the,
we're taking it off.
that got taken off of the list
We
on
can't
the
put
future
it there.
business. We can't put it there.
You wanted to put one, well,
I still think that we should have one down at Inison, but I haven't gone down to try to deal with that, nor do I have I don't have the energy to do
we'll
it
have to
right
have a meeting in Inison at some point. So we shouldn't take it off, it's just, it's the Inison.
now. But no, that was basketball nets for Chase Park that we took off because of the placement where it was gonna be. It can't be there.
Okay,
Basketball nets at the middle school
in the parking lot.
in the parking lot, which
That's true, there are.
I know there are no.
It's just,
I know that there are no nets on them, and whether Park wants to say, "Hey, here you go. Here's 3 nets."
Oh, the hoop is there, but the net's
Oh,
not.
there's hoop, but there's no nets.
pretty sure there used to be something down there, but
Either that or we get chains.
They'll find a way.
All right.
What about the tire swing? Any more on it from Mr. Balls? Or do
I don't-
we-
Find someone else. I mean, he seems like he does not want to do anything for Bolton. I can't be the only one that feels that way.
He was all gung ho
He's
in the
not-
very beginning and contacting back and
He was,
forth and
he's
reaching
not.
out to
He
us.
hasn't, and I haven't reached back out to him. Every time I've reached to him, he is not. He's not.
There's
He's
gotta
just
be,
said
there's
it's
got to
not
be
yet.
other people now that are doing this, especially with all the COVID stuff, that we can find somebody else who.
Sorry, my kids are asking. They're putting themselves to bed and they're asking what time to get up in the morning.
7 o'clock.
We're gonna be at the LeBruns at 7 o'clock because
Oh.
we want to organize it. Cassie has she's an integrated, so she's got to be on at 8, and
Yeah, I've got.
They wanna-
I don't even have my stuff for
they
tomorrow.
want to set up the Chromebooks and.
And I don't have any of my planning done for tomorrow.
Okay, so
And I'm
So,
not here. I'm not
so-
actually here.
if anybody wants to,
Um,
or thinks of other people playground maintenance, absolutely. Playground maintenance, new people, we can. We can be on the lookout for new people for playground maintenance. Maybe they can even help us with sunshades. Okay, and then, I mean, as far as a separate account, I really haven't reached out with Naomi because I'm trying to think when's a good time for that. I'm working when she's in her offices unless I go down in the evening because I think it's beyond an email. I think I need to actually just kind of talk to her. And then bylaws and the mission
And
statement.
I have not followed up on the no week buoys with
That's Benji, you said?
Benji. I'd love to email him, but I don't know that I can. My email for whatever reason on my phone is not allowing me to do anything right now. And by the way, I did get a text message from Steph who said she sent something to the park email for the field use form. So
When?
right now.
She just
apparently-
said something?
She said, because the one I have in here I can't open. It says where athletic club field form from Gretchen Guigan.
I got it.
Yeah. You have it? Okay, good.
Mhm.
I don't have
It's
it.
downloading. I don't know if I'll ever see. Oh, it's coming through. Wow.
Wow, yay.
Okay, here it is. We're Athletic Club. Youth Field Hockey. Bolton Football Field. Every Monday and Wednesday. So,
That fits in because soccer's not using it.
soccer's not going to use it. Are we sure of that? Because they filled out the form
Yeah, they're not.
for Monday through Wednesday.
I have a text from her saying no.
Okay?
What about Saturday? So where are they playing their games?
She
I have
just
no
wants
idea.
Monday and Wednesday.
Doesn't really matter. Not there apparently.
Well, she didn't state game or practice. She just said youths of the football field. Okay. All right. Oh, this is Gretchen's. Okay, so Gretchen's email was September, August 31st. Okay, same. All right. All right, I'll write back to her. So do we approve that? If soccer's not doing it, then we approve them, right?
What day was flagged though?
There are different days.
Flag. What we were
Thursday
requested
through
was
Sunday.
Thursday through Sunday. It doesn't even say flag football. It just actually says
Yeah, but that's the
concession
request.
stand. So they asked for Thursday through Sunday. That's all I have
Okay.
for them. So Gretchen, this would be not, and Gretchen is applying for
Monday and
youth
Wednesday.
field hockey. And she is asking from September 14th to October 26th, Monday and Wednesday. So if Flag wants Tuesday, they can have it. I don't know if they want it, but they can have it. And that's 5 to 6:45 p.m. And that is the Bolton football field. Okay. Any comments, concerns? Anybody want to say yes, no, maybe so?
No, I just think we need to make sure we reach out to Flag and make sure they know Monday and Wednesday is field hockey. They have the other days.
Do you want to reach out to Erica? I don't
have Erica's.
So she didn't submit for that. She submitted for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's what I have right here in her. You can have a copy. That's what hers is, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So if we're going by this, then there we go. That's what I have.
Yep, that's what we have, and that's all that matters. If
Okay.
we don't ask for anything else, then that's it.
So it should say the football field's not available on Monday and Wednesday nights.
For who?
I don't think we have to tell
We
her
don't have to
anything.
tell anybody anything. We're answering
So-
yes to their questions.
So does the park or New Hampshire email person want to reach out
For what?
to reply? So we have 3 field use that we confirm. Well, Pete's been told yes, so we don't have to email him back, do we? Dina sent we told him
Yeah.
yes.
Well, I would still email them back or
Have it
just
in
say,
paper trail?
Have a paper
Do we
trail.
usually do a paper trail, or do we just tell them? yes
Usually
at the
they're in
meeting?
person and we tell them
Yeah,
yes
they're
in the
not
meeting.
here.
So Pete's
So-
good.
So
But
Pete's good,
Erica
the
didn't
others-
come, so Erica
Yeah.
needs to be, do you want, I can do it or you can do it, doesn't matter. Reply to saying, yes, you're approved, and just reiterate
For these
Thursday,
nights.
Friday,
Yeah,
Saturday,
for
Sunday.
the nights that are on their form.
And
I
then,
know.
so that should be an email that was sent from Lisa. Did all of Park did you get that one? Or do you want me to, did you send it to just me or to all of Park?
I don't know.
And then,
I can't look at my email here because it only gives me like 3 of them.
why is it working for me? I have LTE,
Yeah,
it's working
not, I
for
don't know
me.
why it's giving me a hard time.
All right,
It only
Lisa
gives me-
sent it
Right, so
to,
Erica Shepherd, it is,
Approved for what she asked for, and
facility use form.
field hockey is approved.
She sent
for
it to
what
Park. She sent it on Tuesday. It's forwarded message.
so are you the town administrator or the designee? Do you have to sign that?
I think any of us can sign it. I'll sign it.
All right, so you'll contact Erica. Now,
Thank you.
Gretchen, so I didn't get an email directly from Gretchen, I got it from Stephanie, but you could reply to Stephanie, and I'm sure she'd tell Gretchen. So do we want to tell,
I can just message her and let her know, because that was through text. She messaged me text.
well, I'm just saying.
Oh, you're replying. Yeah.
We got the email.
Yeah, you're good.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. Field hockey is approved for Bolton football field. Monday and Wednesdays.
That field that field hopefully will take that much use.
It's for everybody, right? It's hard, you can't, it's not right to yes to one and no to another. If there's a different day, I agree with you, but we don't have more fields.
The only thing is
They're very short. They're barely like a month and a week. They're the shortest out of anybody.
And
For
and it was
time.
getting more.
And only
field
2 days
usage.
and only an hour and 45
Yeah,
minutes. Like
it
they're
was-
using it the least out of anybody.
It was getting more field usage last year with football alone, and on top of that, that field is the best in shape field of all of our fields. So it can actually withstand more than anything else.
All right, thank you. Field hockey is approved for Bolton football field Monday and Wednesdays. Mondays and Wednesdays. 9:14 to 10:26, 5 p.m. to 6:45 p.m.
What are they doing about? I assume they're bringing in their own nets.
I don't have to worry about
Yeah,
that.
that's not our problem.
Isn't that great?
Not our problem, Dave.
We're not supplying nets.
No, we
No,
don't supply it
supply-
to anybody.
Who's we? We don't have anything.
We don't even have nets. Not our problem.
We say yes to the field.
For playground maintenance, I'm gonna reach out to a couple of the local
Thank you.
towns and find out who they use.
Yeah,
Concord
he's
and
not-
Spo.
Goffstown's very good at reaching back for Parks and Rec.
Okay.
He replied to me, I don't remember his name. He replied to me when I was asking about field. I reached out to 3 places and he replied. Very nice explanation, very, very good. Not saying don't reach out to the other ones, I'm just saying he was really great to reach out to.
Yeah. I haven't tried Mr. Balls again, because
But
gotten any,
he knows that this needs to be done.
yeah.
It's
He was
not-
supposed to be our spring go-to guy, so I don't, maybe everybody's calling him because it's super busy
I don't know,
playground.
it's weird.
COVID exposure. So,
He said, I've got a whole string of messages.
All right, are we gonna move to adjourn this? 'Cause we got
Yes,
everything
please.
done?
I just can't.
who makes the motion?
I make a motion, we adjourn the meeting at
16?
24.
I second.
All in favor?
I.
Aye.
Aye.